Hey everybody, how you doing out there? It's Be Nice, a hefty podcast. I want to call it season 2 of the E&J podcast. We just went a different route, eventually Big J will be here for some episodes. Had to change some things up, go a different route with, episodes and our different guests, appearances, whatever the case is. People who have different passions for different things in life, because we all can't like the same things. We all can't like sports. We all can't like, fishing, stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to get at. So with me today, I got one of my first guests of the season. You want to introduce yourself, sir?
Go by Ozzie.
Ozzie, that's your, I'll say that's your disc golf name. Because growing up, we are actually cousins, so growing up, we always called you Oko. That's been
Oko is family.
It's family. That's what family only. So if you're not family, don't call them that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Ozzie to everybody.
Okay, word. So I invited you to be a guest on the podcast because you have a different passion than what I'm used to seeing or normally seeing in the world.
Sure.
And your passion is disc golf. How did that come about? I'm curious.
Disc golf. I'll never forget the day I started playing disc golf. So I just came back from a ball golf vacation in Florida.
You said ball golf?
Ball golf.
Oh, regular. Okay, regular golf.
That's what disc golfers call regular
Gotcha.
So I just came back from a ball golf vacation in Florida, and a buddy of mine he's like, "Hey, you ever throw a frisbee, man?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Sure, who hasn't thrown a frisbee?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Check this out." He invites me over, takes me to East Hartford, Wickham Park.
Okay, yeah, I remember Wickham Park. Yep.
They have a
Good park.
really good park. Oh, all types of stuff. The animals, the
Yep.
fields, the cricket fields, all that stuff. So he's like, "Check this out." Puts a frisbee in my hand. He's like, "Can you throw it to that basket over there? There's a metal chain basket just in the corner over there." I'm like, "I can try."
Yeah.
I shoot it and went about 400 feet. Petey's mouth dropped. He couldn't believe I threw it that far.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. I saw the flight of the disc and fell in love with it. Like instantly, knew what I was doing.
Oh, that's cool.
I wasn't a sports guy. I was heavy set, so I never played football. I never played basketball, baseball. Please, I didn't do any sports. So this was the first thing that I could do that I felt was like a sport and athletic, and I was really good at it, really fast.
Yeah.
And after that first day, pretty much got hooked. I hung up my clubs, got hung up, and I literally haven't touched them since 17 years ago.
Really? So you actually could play golf?
I was like a 13 handicapper.
Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's nice.
I could pick up and go.
So since that day, just been strictly disc golf and
straight up disc golf, man. It was golf is expensive, man. It's super expensive, and
yes, definitely.
At the time I was playing, I mean, luckily I had no kids and stuff, but it was costing me a pretty penny to stay up. And
I've seen prices just to go to the hitting range, or what do you call it? Just the range or whatever. That's what practice range. Just that is just expensive as hell to just hit some balls.
But I mean, there's golf rounds that go range from $50 on if you get a special for $50 or $45 for the cart, right? For a special, it's $120 sometimes for a run of regular.
Oh my
golf.
God,
I mean,
jeez,
it gets ridiculous, especially some of the private clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. If you go private, it's probably almost 2 times as much, maybe.
So when my buddy was like, "Oh, it's basically free to play. Every single course in Connecticut is free. You just got to buy your disc. You got to buy your frisbees."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Word." Bought a couple frisbees and got hooked. Started playing. I was playing every day. You can play disc golf for free every day.
That's awesome. That's
the park that has it, and you go out there and shoot, practice, and get better. And it's basically golf with a frisbee and a basket instead of a club and a ball.
Yeah, I've seen it. You ever got a hole in one? I know. I've seen a couple videos of it, and I was doing my research this week a little bit, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Some guy hit a hole in one. I forget the video, but it was deep. It was a deep one. He shot it like around some trees.
Oh, Fido. That wasn't a hole in one. That was an albatross. So it's basically.
So yeah, I don't know what that is.
It was like the black dude with the dreads.
It could be.
Came out over really high around the trees. You couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
It just crashed.
Yeah. I think that's the one.
The guy's name is Fido Brathwaite. I met him. He's super dope, super chill.
Yeah.
That was an albatross, but that was a par 5 and put it in 2.
Oh, crap.
The second shot came around the trees.
Yeah. How many yards is that? I'm not sure how.
We usually go in feet instead of yards.
Okay.
So golf is in yards, disc golf is in feet. But I think that was like a 500, a little bit over 500 feet or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
What's
you got to figure like football field and a half or something like that. It was 100 yards.
100 yards for a football field. Yeah.
300 feet.
300 feet. Yeah. So yeah, football field and a half. Yeah, you're right. That's awesome.
I actually have 17 hole-in-ones.
17.
17. I've played 17 years. So, some years I've gotten a few more than others, but
yeah,
all legit aces on big courses. But on top of those 17 aces, I also have over 22 aces on my tiki course.
And the tiki course is what's that?
Basically, like the putt version or the mini golf version of disc golf.
Okay,
so it's
all right.
basically disc golf with shorter distances, where you're going to a mini golf and you putt and you're just putting and you're not driving it. Same thing with disc golf. My tee course is basically just your putter.
Okay.
They take shorter distances and try to get hole-in-ones and kind of gets really competitive. And it's fun. It's a great place to learn how to play the sport. Because shorter distances. It's really inclusive to all ages, from the old to the young and everywhere in between. But the tee course super dope. The longest hole is 227 feet. That's the last hole.
All right.
And progressively gets harder from hole 1 to hole 18.
Okay.
And it's really cool. It's really technical for it being a short course. I actually just had a top designer at my course today. His name is Rob Demir, and he came out and he loved the course. He loved the layout.
That's dope as hell. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm the designer of this one, so I was
nice.
I know of him, and I know if he's designed 3 courses, and he's currently designing a couple more. Really dope dude. And for him to come out, he played my course full. He played the full course, and he played the tiki course, and loved both layouts. Completely impressed, and I mean, he had me giddy. So
that's awesome. See, this is stuff you don't normally hear every day, so that's why I'm glad we're talking about it, because this is a cool perspective of stuff we don't know nothing about. So we're just trying to learn. Where's your shop located? I know you said you were talking about you had a shop.
So Tower Ridge Disc Golf, that's my shop and course. So the course is located in Weetall, Connecticut. And
okay.
It's basically right near Avon or Simsbury's.
Avon, Canton land mostly.
It's a small town inside of the Avon.
Yeah. There's a bunch of towns like that here in CT.
But it's right on Nod Road. It's an old ball golf course that we converted into a disc golf course, and it's strictly disc golf. And then on top of it being disc golf, we have the tiki course, we have the main course, and the plus, we have the shop. The shop has discs from multiple disc golf companies, apparel with our logo or anyone else's logo that we have at the shop. We also have restrooms that you don't find in too many of the disc golf courses out there. Most every single disc golf course out there is a public, free-to-play, at a public park or state park, or and it has local volunteers who take care of it and kind of run the show. My course is one of the only, if not the only, pay to play course in Connecticut.
Okay.
So again, we pay to be there. We take care of that place and maintain it, and we charge people to come play.
So you get the best possible experience when you go there.
There's nowhere else you're going to get a better experience. It's wide open, so most all disc golf courses in Connecticut, New England, really are all wooded.
Okay.
Like I said, they're on private lands, they're on public courses.
Yeah.
It's mostly all wooded. Ours is an old ball golf course that we converted to a disc golf.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Wide open spaces. You're ripping the driver far and then approaching with your midi, from a great distance, and it's just a little bit more wide open than most all Connecticut disc golf courses.
Yeah.
So we offer the bathroom along with the pro shop. We have, the 3 layouts on the main course and the tee course, and then like the one other plus that maybe only one other disc golf course has is we have a beer garden on site. Beer garden is the Talcott Mountain Collective, really dope. Has over 25 taps with the best beers from the best breweries in Connecticut.
Oh, nice,
they don't
awesome.
brew their own beer; they just pick the best beers brewed in Connecticut. So they have stuff from like New Park. Stuff from
what's the popular isn't Thomas Hooker from
Hooker? They got Hooker. They
Hartford. Legitimacy is over there in New Hartford, right? I believe, yeah.
Exactly.
I haven't been there yet. I heard it's a nice place.
Really nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
Gotta check it out.
All the best beers from all around Connecticut are going to be in this one spot.
Okay.
And they don't have just regular beers. They got IPAs, lagers, wheat beers, German-style beers, pilsners, anything you can think of they have there. And then they have a few hard drinks and whatnot. The food is amazing. Lafayette, pizza, wings.
Yeah, nice.
I mean,
chilling food, you know.
Dude, just chill, real chill food. They'll have food trucks like Thursday through Sundays. They'll have the food trucks out there.
Okay.
There's live music.
Nice.
Thursday through Fridays is also live music. Sometimes they charge as a little cover for the music. Sometimes it's free.
Yeah.
But it's a really super dope chill spot. You can chill inside or outside. It's a place.
Nice.
It's like almost like a ski lodge style. You come in, order your drink, sit wherever you want. There's no waiters or waitresses. You pretty much like self-service. You go up there, order your drink, and then just sit wherever you want, hang out. There's picnic tables. You can listen to the music. People bring their kids to hang out and stuff, and it's just a good spot to chill with the disc golf being around it. So it's like like a private club feel, but it's open to the public.
Yeah.
So it's,
no, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Disc golf. Our disc golf shop and of course has the private feel, but you know it feels exclusive. It's open everywhere to play, and you get the experience of being.
Now, when you go to, let's say you want to go play 18 holes, there's somewhere you can sign up, or how do you go about that?
Yeah,
you know,
so right at the pro shop, you go in. We'll schedule your tee time, or you can sign up right online at TowerRidgeDiscGolf.com, and you could schedule your tee time right online.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
Right online, there's tee times that's already at 6 in the morning. We got some early birds out there. They get out there and just play before work. And the last tee time, I believe at night, it might be at night is 6:30 at night. Might be the last tee time available. But sometimes we stay late now that it's gets darker later.
I don't even get up at 6 in the morning for work. People out there getting up early for disc golf days.
Disc golf, man,
it's the love of it. That's what's awesome about it. It's different. You know. Again, I didn't know this was a thing like that. You know, I knew disc golf was a thing, but the way you're describing everything, it's like it's a bar, it's a hangout. You can eat some food, some good food, drinks.
This is an experience. So when I
get a little workout in.
Come out and exactly. So it's healthy. It's great because you spend a couple hours, in nature, walking and taking in the fresh air. You're hanging out with either friends or family.
Yep.
You go out there with the family. You got the tiki course. It's great for date nights or to kid afternoon. Bring out the kids and play.
Okay.
You go out and play mini golf. Go out and play disc golf.
Mm-hmm.
Take the family out, have some fun, and then my spot just happens to have the beer garden and the music and all the extra amenities that not all disc golf courses have. Again, but every other disc golf course in Connecticut is free. That's my competition. My competition is free. That's why we have to have the mini golf course, the beer garden, and all the pluses, all the amenities, just to invite the people over and come and hang out.
Make them see like it's better to come over here than anywhere else. You
get what you pay for.
Yep.
And if you're paying for free, you don't have the restrooms, you don't have the beer garden, you don't have the food trucks, the music, and now you do.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
We're offering that to Connecticut, trying to have this be the mecca of disc golf in Connecticut.
It's in a prime location. It's right, almost smack dab in the middle of CT.
20 minutes from everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. Do you guys hold like any tournaments like that?
We actually have one coming up June 1st. We're setting up for it. It's going to be a good one. You're going to like this. This is going to be a beer crawl.
A beer?
It's a beer crawl.
Oh, I want to hear about this one.
So we have 3 layouts on the main course. Yeah, we got the red, which is the short. The white, which is the original layout, super technical, really proud of this layout. And then we got the blue, which is the long. The white layout, every single hole is sponsored by either a brewery or a cidery.
Okay.
Every single hole. So our beer crawl is going to be 18 holes, and the respected brewer will be at their respected hole.
All right.
Serving beer to everyone who comes in as they play 18 holes. So you're going to have 18 different flavors, either cider or beer. Every single hole you go to play, you have a drink, and they're either giving you a can. So this is going to be our 3rd beer crawl. So you either get a can to take with you, or they'll have samples or a keg or something like that. So every single hole is different, and you go out there, you just drink and have a good time. Drink and throw things. You throw things and have a few beers. You know what I mean? Right. Throw frisbees and drink. That's like our motto: is drink and throw things.
So don't be a lightweight if you go out there, because you can be drunk by the end of you get to the 18th hole.
This is one of the tournaments that most tournaments start early in the morning, so we'll have 2 rounds. This is just a 1-round tournament.
Okay.
Right. My course is one of the longest in Connecticut. It's pretty long. And you just drink.
Just drink.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. And,
might get people falling over. I don't know.
We've gotten a lot of really good feedback about the beer crawl. That's going to be our 3rd one.
Okay.
So people really love it. They come in, and some people play before. Some people, it's their first time playing disc golf. They just want to drink, and it's pretty dope.
To try it out. I mean, for me myself, I've never played, never tried.
Gotcha.
So, what's the advice you would give me first? First time on the course. So what would you try to do?
Yeah, you come into my shop for the first time, and you're like, I want to play disc golf. I want to learn. I'm like, well, I'm going to point you in the direction of the tee course. That's the reason why we made it. It's for beginners and for people who want to learn. But you can't count it out because I even have pros that come out and play that tee course and have a really hard time. As easy as it is, they come out there, they're competitive, and it's just really dope. But yeah, I'm gonna help you out. You're gonna have a rental disc. Rent a disc unless you want to buy your own. Point you in the right direction. I'm gonna teach you. I'll tell you. Hold the disc in your palm. Make it feel comfortable.
That was my next question. Like, what's the best technique to hold it? Because everybody shoots different. It's like basketball. Exactly. Everybody shoots the ball different. Everybody holds a club different.
The way I teach when I'm teaching, because I also do lessons, if you guys want to come out, check me out. I'll leave my card.
Definitely. Yeah, leave the card. I'll get the info out.
It's $40 an hour. That's pretty cheap, but I got you anyway. I'll have you throw 250 feet, no problem. Guaranteed.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So you're going to put the disc in your palm and then just kind of squeeze it or hold it as comfortable. Make it feel comfortable in your hand. We have a nice strong grip where your thumb is in the top flat plate, and then the bottom of your hands are as comfortable. Some people hold it.
Yeah.
The power grip, which is meaning curled up, all the fingers around the rim.
Okay.
Or the fan grip, which is the one that I use, which is the kind of spread out more on the bottom of the plate.
Yeah, I have big fingers, so I'm going to have to probably use the fan grip.
Fan grip, and it's different distance. So the ones that we're holding here, no one can see, they're mid-range discs, right?
Okay.
So we're going to get to that, too. There's just like regular golf. It's like ball golf.
Yeah.
There's drivers, there's putters, there's mid-range discs.
Okay.
Mid-range are like your hybrids, or your irons.
Okay, yeah.
So they all do different things. They all fly in different directions. So I'm going to tell you, put it in your hand, make it feel comfortable, hold it as tight as you can, all right? And when you release, you're going to go across your chest with a swinging motion, and then you're going to snap it forward. So a frisbee naturally is going to come out of your hand if you're throwing it right hand, backhand.
Yeah.
It's going to come out, go straight, and it's going to dump to the left. That's just science. That's just what a frisbee does. It spins, it comes out.
No, for sure. I'm picturing it right now. Yeah.
Right? So yeah, you're throwing it out right-handed. You shoot it, boom, comes out, dumps to the left every single time.
Yeah.
There's certain discs that are aerodynamically.
Dynamically, there you go. Got it. You're good. It's good. It's been a long day.
They're designed differently to do different things and kind of, defy the laws of the science. Where you throw it exactly how you throw a regular frisbee, but it's actually going to turn to the right before it dumps to the left, right?
Okay.
It's just shaped differently so that it cuts to the air a little bit different and does different things. So I'm going to tell you, keep it flat to the earth. Do that swinging motion across the chest, and when you release it, and it's pointing in the direction you want to release, don't open your hand and release it. Hold on tight and let the momentum of the swing rip the disc out of your hand, and that rip is going to give it momentum as it spins. The more the disc spins, the more control, speed, and distance you're going to have out of it.
Okay.
So
I definitely want to give that a shot.
That when the momentum of the swing rips out of your hand, and that rip makes it spin, that spin keeps it gliding, and that's what makes it move forward. And that's basically,
that's for your long distance shots and stuff.
And even for short distances and long distance. So, there's just like golf, you have to have touch. Sometimes you can have a hard grip and a hard swing, but you have touch, so you slow down the swing a little bit. It's still the same amount of force and momentum come and make it the disc come out.
Okay.
You slow down the swing a little bit, so it does something a little bit different. Right?
Yeah.
So you go out there. To the tee course, you're going to have a rental. I'm going to give you a putter and a mid-range. You won't even touch a driver. So there's no need to touch a driver on the mini course. It's just like a mini golf. All you need is a little.
Yeah, there's a small one. Yeah, the small.
So we'll give you a putter and a mid. You'll get out there and you'll start to learn how to throw short distances between 90 feet and 227 feet. The shortest distance, the longest distance on the short course is 227 feet. But the shortest distance on the main course is still longer than the longest on the little course. So the shortest on the red layout, I think it's like 310, might be the shortest.
Oh wow!
310 feet.
Yeah, that's
might be the shortest distance on the red course. And
that's the football field. Yeah.
We have a 1,300 foot hole, par 5. One of the longest in Connecticut.
Jeez, 1,300.
1,300 feet. Yeah. So it's super long. But you get out there, you got a 14-speed driver. So with drivers, there's distance drivers.
Now, for drivers, are they heavier?
No.
When you throw it,
so they range from 140 grams to the max weight of any mid-range driver is 180 grams. Max weight on a regular driver, on a speed driver, is 176.6 grams.
How's that in pounds? Because I'm bad at science. So what's that in pounds? I mean, it's like a pound or two, if that.
I can tell you ounces and grams.
Yeah, I'm trying to convert the science in my head. I was like, wait, hold on, I think I got it wrong. I don't know.
Doing math, bro. Come on, no, but it's not really pounds. I think, what is it? 16 ounces is a pound, and
okay, probably
28 grams in an ounce or something like
that. Yeah, that's too technical for right now.
Yeah, it's less than a pound. How about that? It's 175 grams is basically the weight of your old school frisbee. Remember the old school frisbee?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
big and wide, and you would glide. Those were 175 grams.
Okay, all right.
So these weigh the same. They're just compact and weighted a little bit different. They weigh
they're pretty thin too, and not,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they're like, is all the weight distributed in different areas.
Okay.
To make it do what it do. It's not actually a frisbee. It's actually a disc. So,
now in ball golf, you see players, miss an easy putt. Have you ever seen that in disc golf? I'm talking like within 5 feet, and they miss it.
I've missed 2-foot putts. It happens sometimes. Just it's either it slips, you're not paying attention.
Yeah. Or you're just like, this is a gimme.
You think it's a gimme, and it clings to your finger as you're releasing.
Okay.
And
it spits.
Or you shoot it too hard and it spits out the chains.
Yeah. Okay.
I've shot it from close where it spits through the chains so perfectly and it spit out the back.
Oh wow.
I missed the pole in the center and spit out the back of the chain.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's brutal. And just like golf, I mean, until it's in the basket,
it doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, exactly.
I've had it land on top of the basket.
Yeah.
And that also doesn't count. You actually physically have to take it out and count a stroke and put it in the basket.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's insane. I can imagine that. Now, have you played in major tournaments since you've been playing?
I have a few plays.
Because I did some homework. I was on the website doing some stuff. I see you travel to, I believe, Michigan. You traveled to Cali out there.
I've been to New Orleans, Texas, Michigan, Ohio.
Now, these were all for tournaments, or these are all like,
no,
just, viewing the area?
I've gone to a few tournaments out of state.
Okay.
Michigan, I went to the 2015, I believe, World Birdie Bash Championships. So they had invitationals in all states across the country.
Okay, that's for...
to
try and become pro?
No, just try to win your spot at the championships of the Birdie Bash.
Okay.
So the Birdie Bash was a specific style. You know how they have like a scramble, or they have twosomes, or they have type of different styles. This was the Birdie Bash was one where you had 2 discs.
Yeah.
And you took 2 shots from the tee pad, and you had 5 points for an ace.
Yeah.
2 points for hitting the metal basket, 1 point for hitting the chains.
Yeah.
So it's just like a format. It's just a different format of style. So I won the invitational they had here in Connecticut, and got invited with the top 100 people in the country to go play.
That's
came in 33rd overall.
Yeah, that's still not bad. I've 100 people.
Good third.
That's still, right.
But against some of the top players in the states.
Yeah.
That's one of my claims. I also, my biggest claim is the 2009 NIFA World Championships. New England champion from the local New England. So NIFA is a local disc golf organization. It's New England Flyers Association.
Okay,
and they hold tournaments every year. It's a series of tournaments, and you accumulate your points.
Yeah.
And whoever has the highest points at the end of the year gets invited to the finals. I finished 9th overall for the year, over 500 players.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then got invited to the finals. Top 25 players got invited to the finals. They were in Maine that year.
Yeah.
I drove out to Maine, 2-day tournament. Complete rain, couldn't even see in front of me.
Wow, and you guys still play?
Yeah.
So it's not a rain out like golf,
rain,
like
sleet,
ball golf.
Oh my God, we play. We're hardcore, especially in New England. New England we play in the snow and blizzards. I'll get into that.
That's got to be awesome, though. Honestly,
it's a whole thing with New England disc golfers. So 2009 NIFA champion, beat out the top 25 players in the rain, and I I got my first championship win there was at NIFA.
Oh, that's awesome. It's got to be. I mean, a championship in anything is awesome, you know, because you're competing against the best,
of the best,
and then you come out on top and get that trophy. It's an amazing feeling, I bet.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I actually won the very first tournament I ever played, which is kind of
really.
Crazy. Yeah. I was throwing discs at Wickham. Some random guy. His name was Dave McHale. Saw me throwing, and he's like, "Hey, dude, I run a tournament. It's called the ACT."
Yeah.
ACT, Amateur Challenge Tournament.
All right.
So I was like, oh, you should try it out. I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. He gives me the information, and it was like $10 at the time to play the tournament.
Okay.
I went, I got 2 free discs, a towel, Sharpie, all before I even started playing. So
jeez, yeah, nice, yeah.
Great. I start playing, and I end up in the lead card after the first round.
Yeah.
And I end up winning by 2 strokes.
Where was that tournament? Here in Connecticut?
It was in Wickham Park.
Oh, okay.
That was my very first tournament.
Yeah.
It was at Wickham Park. And that's where I actually started meeting all the disc golf community.
Okay.
I came in, about 17 years ago, disc golf was primarily just like, a hippie white sport. Not many people knew about it.
Yeah.
If you weren't, smoking pot and, long dreads and shit, nobody really knew anything about disc golf, you know what I mean?
I can't even lie. When I first heard you were starting playing that, I was like, what the hell is disc golf? I can't even lie. I was like, what the hell is that? Most I put 2 and 2 together, but I was like, I've never even thought that was like actual sport that people played and stuff,
So, what was that? I lost.
The tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
Very first. So, I ended up winning, and the whole disc golf community had no clue who I was, because I was basically the only brown guy playing in a white hippie sport. I beat out some like tall, lanky stallions, dude. Like they were just 17-year-old tall, lanky hippie dudes, and I beat them all out. And I was just like a heavy set brown dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Puerto Rican, and it's just like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, straight up. Like,
they're taking over a sport.
So I won, and people were just like, they clapped and stuff, but they were just kind of like looking like, had no clue who I was.
Yeah. Who brought in the ringer?
So. Some random people just coming up to me, and they were like, "Hey, what's going on, man? What's your name?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm Ozzie, from Hartford." They were like, "Oh, word,
Yeah.
And I gave them my spiel on how I learned disc golf, and they're like, "Hey, you want to play a few rounds?" And they kind of like embraced me. And at the time, I wasn't employed at the time. I had my first daughter, but she was older, kind of already into her thing, and so I was like, "I ain't got nothing to do. I'm unemployed."
Yep.
They brought me in. I helped build a couple courses. Within the first couple months of me playing, I just kept moving up and meeting different people. A guy named Joe Lick, Lickney. His name is Joe Lick Proud. He's a super dope dude. And the guy who showed me the ropes, Dan Hale, is like one of the best dudes. I helped put up Crane Hill disc golf course in Wilbraham, Massachusetts. For them. Built that course up. Really cool dude. And they brought me in and taught me disc golf. And I always joke is. White guys taught me how to play disc golf, and now I charge them to play disc golf. You know what I'm saying? I love white people. I do.
The circle of life. I love that. That's awesome.
But they taught me how to do something. I enjoy it, love it, and now I'm just bringing them something that they taught me even better.
So I do have some questions.
Sure.
Because, I was doing my homework. I knew you was coming, so I was like, you know what? Let me test your knowledge a little bit. If you don't know, it's totally fine. Just curious. And I got these off Google, so, it might be very easy questions. So,
okay, let's see.
Where was the first official course put up?
So
that one's easy. I felt like that one's easy.
It's not easy. A lot of people claim to have the first course.
Yeah.
I've heard it was on the West Coast, and I've heard on the East Coast. And on the West Coast, I want to say it was like Vega or something like that. I can't remember the name of the West Coast, but and the other one was either Pennsylvania or a lot of people claim the fame. Why don't you tell me?
Yeah. So what I found after doing some studying is it was in Pasadena in LA County.
California.
Around 1975, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was reading into it. I was like, I didn't even know that was official. That was the first official course. Supposedly, it was invented in the 60s.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people say that they've been playing disc golf for years before it was actually invented or the basket was created. So their version of disc golf was, hey man, I bet you I can make it to that fire hydrant in 4 shots, or and that's the amount of shots that you can.
Yeah.
So that was their target. Oh, all right, now let's go to that telephone pole over there. I bet you I can make it over there before. And that was like their golf round. And
that's cool.
Just creating,
And I saw something that they got to a point where they would paint a target on the ground far away.
Yep.
And that's how you got to your spot. And I was like, it's
cool. They also started doing was like using certain PVC piping or certain metal piping that would make a ding. So it would ding when you hear it. So sometimes they'll put the pole in the middle of the woods. You don't see it, but you hear the bing.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hole in one.
Yeah.
So those are called target golf. So those are really popular going in on the late 70s into the 80s. Target golf was super popular.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. So I'm trying to get. It says it's a rising thing in CT, and as of 2022 that I saw, or 21, sorry, CT was ranked 33rd in number of players. I guess that was 3 years ago. So I want to see, it is rising up because a lot of states have it, and a lot of the top 10 was New England. Maine had it. New Hampshire was up on the list. Vermont. So it's big out in New England for sure.
The top players or top courses?
No, just people that play overall.
Oh, overall players.
Overall players, yeah.
Gotcha.
Connecticut, this was again 2021, but Connecticut was 33rd on the list.
We're probably still either around the same or maybe a couple notches up.
Yeah,
after COVID,
it's still growing. Yeah,
we've been growing for a long time, and I mean, enormous growth after COVID. But I think it won't change too much on that number as far as players playing because it's growing in every single state so fast that it's not going to be one state growing faster than the other. They're all just pretty
so like equally growing. It's just the whole thing is growing as a whole. Yeah. I know there's an app for it too that I was reading up on. It's UDisc, yeah. So those numbers went up in just a year.
Those are huge.
From last year to this year, I'm sorry, from 2022 to 2023, it went up 250K users of going into the app and actually playing some rounds. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. So all in all, in 2023, 1.5 million players are playing disc golf. And that's low because not everybody has the app. Exactly. I was just thinking that can't be a real number because there's people that don't use the app. They just go play. Yeah. So.
And even on my course, my course is on UDisc. You see it, and it's UDisc is an amazing app.
Yeah.
It's a free app for the most part. Until you go to the premium like any other app.
Yeah.
But it GPSes you around every single track. It shows you where every single disc golf course is in the world for free.
Well, that's awesome.
I mean? Which is super dope. And it keeps track of the score for that course that you're playing. Super dope. We were up there and they send out ratings every year or stats.
Okay.
They send out stats, and we have some pretty high stats. We introduced like 1,200 new players our first year. And the way they did that was through new rounds played on their app.
Okay, all right.
I think we were 5th overall on rounds played the first couple years.
Yeah.
We were ranked in the top 5. Our first year instantly ranked in the top 5, went to the top 3rd and the top 3 in the second year. I don't know where we're ranked right now. We won't find out, I think, until like June or July. For the last year or whatnot. But their stats come out. You just got some super dope stats.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome. Do you guys have a peak time you guys do?
So,
like, what's your peak? Like, I would assume, me personally, I would say, summertime.
Oh, you mean like a peak season?
Yeah, peak season.
Our
yeah.
Peak season is actually the fall.
The fall, okay.
The fall. So,
that's when I would go because I don't want. I don't like the heat.
Like a cool spring, if the sun's out and it's a cool breezy day, we get slammed.
Okay.
On a hot, sunny day, we're gonna have below average show out because the sun. It is like I said. It is wide open.
It's a wide open, golf course.
Wide open golf course. So, and most all disc golf courses are in the woods.
Yeah.
So, anywhere else you're gonna go, you're not gonna get beamed by the sun like here. You're gonna get roasted on the course. It's super fun, but some people just can't take the sun.
I know I can't.
So,
I hate the sun.
Our peak season is the fall, and that also runs around the Oktoberfest and beer crawls and stuff like that, which is really cool with the tournament. So that's our peak seasons, and right now the beginning of our season usually gets really flooded with the tee times being all booked up.
All right. For your tournaments, do you guys do a payout?
Depending on the tournament.
Yeah. Okay.
So the beer crawl tournament is the prizes. It's just
prizes. Okay.
It's not sanctioned.
Yeah.
All right, because there is a whole sanctioning if you want to do tournaments through the PDGA, which is the Professional Disc Golf Association.
Yeah.
You can run a professional disc golf tournament, and they're just today they were playing the dynamic disc open. So there's live disc golf every weekend. You guys watch live basketball, baseball. We watch live disc golf on Disc Golf Network. Is the app you have to pay for it because it's still not in the popular masses and whatnot. But every weekend you're out there, then they play tournaments in different cities, 4-day tournaments, just like ball golf.
Okay.
Start off Thursday, finish on Sunday.
Yeah.
You make the cut, play.
Like the PGA Tour almost. Yeah. That's dope.
They make good money. They made there's a little bit of money in disc golf.
No, it's actually some good money because I was doing my research and I was like, that's actually pretty good.
Contracts that you got like Ricky Wysocki or Simon Lazar, Paul McBeth.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. No. The tournament.
Those are like the big money winners.
Yeah, the one tournament last year that I saw, I don't know what tournament it was, but the highest payout last year was $322K.
Oh, so
that's amazing.
That was probably the World Championships.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's pretty good.
Disc Golf Pro Tour. The Disc Golf Pro Tour has changed the game for disc golfers.
Yeah.
So they made these tournaments, and they're actually giving out payouts, 30, 40 grand payouts to first place. And they're holding certain tournaments that all, invitational tournaments where all 52 players get paid a few grand. But they've changed the game, and these guys, they travel all across the country to play in these tournaments.
Yeah.
They're nasty. They're driving 600 feet, 700
Jeez.
feet. Like, they're taking these discs to different levels, man. And now it's just the kids. So when I started playing disc golf, bro, we didn't have YouTube, and we didn't have all these videos, how-to videos. Hold it this, do this.
You just picked it up, and you learned, hands-on learning, These kids old school way.
Yeah, these kids now have all these pros that just show them
how to do it. Yeah,
10 minutes how to do it.
Yeah,
and they take that and freaking rock with it, man. And they're nasty. You watch these 13, 14-year-old kids, 500 feet, no problems. Putting from 100 feet out. Yeah, putting and like hard, dead, crashing center of the change. You're like, but with accuracy, you're like, holy crap! It's a whole. It's
like basketball now. There's kids now that are shooting from like Steph Curry range at a young age. 10, 12-year-olds shooting like crazy because that's what they see now. And there's videos, you shoot like this or you do this, and I think basketball is good for a while now, but that's a different subject. But that's cool that they have that now. I don't know if it makes it harder to compete, but it makes it more fun because you got everybody's good, not everybody's weak. So the competition is there.
As they go from city to city, it's mostly the same pros, but then you have your invitational winners who will come in and semi-pro and come in, and you're like, you see these new kids, you're like, oh man, they giving these top pros competition. They're no-namers, and you're like coming out of nowhere. Like, again, once they know how to do it, they're learning and practicing and teaching themselves, and it's a whole new ballgame right now.
No, that's amazing, man. That's awesome. Game, that's cool. Yeah, the whole new disc game, not ballgame. So I didn't know also as well. There's a Hall of Fame for disc golf.
Oh yeah, Disc Golf Hall of Fame. I know about that.
It's in Huntsville, Alabama. I was like, what? Okay. I feel like so left out. Like I don't know. Like half this stuff. This is like, again, we do some research. You start looking at stuff, and it's like, holy crap! It's a whole world.
This world championship.
Yeah.
There's all. I mean, you'd be surprised, and it goes back to the 70s, and they had the first championships, right? And I think it was like $50,000 or a car was given away. It was like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
And now it's like comparable.
$50K now is from back then. $50K back then is like a couple million now, maybe something like that.
It was huge. And even now, even the payouts now are pretty huge.
That's pretty good. Again, that $320 just to win the tournament.
There's kids making a living playing disc golf, which is like unheard of just a few years ago.
Right? Like that's new to me. I'm still new to this. I'm starting to learn and get all the not learn. I'm not trying to learn yet, but I'm gonna learn the lingo and all the courses and get out there and shoot some or throw some, however you say it.
This is an addiction, right? So disc golf eventually becomes an addiction.
Okay.
At least you ain't doing crack. I like to because
it could be worse.
It could be worse. It's going to be the cheapest, most expensive sport that you get addicted to.
Yeah.
Because it's free. It's basically free. But you want the nicest frisbee or the prettiest looking disc.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna find the right one. You want it in the right color, and if you like that one, you want a couple more. You want a backup.
Yeah.
Right. And then you need a backup for your backup.
Yeah.
And I mean, oh shit, you just lost one. Now you need to get
another. Yeah, replace it. Yeah.
Like, oh man, if I lose that one, let me get an extra one.
Yeah.
And then the brand new one just came out. Oh,
Yeah.
this one flies a little bit different than this one. Let me try it out. Oh, damn, I can throw this one further than that one.
Yeah,
Get
shit.
that
So
one.
it can add up. It'll add up the
Always need
price.
the
Yeah,
backup.
for sure.
Always need the backup.
Stuff
But
always adds up.
But once, like me, my bag has been complete. I have 22 discs in my bag when I go out and play like a random round.
Okay.
I've been throwing the same discs for about 7 years. It took me a while. I've been playing 17 years, but it took me a while to like perfect my bag exactly where I want it.
Okay.
Certain discs are certain plastics. There's different grades of peat in.
Yeah.
Peat in, like they're wear and tear on them. Some
Yeah.
wear a little easier than others.
Yeah.
Some, depending on the plastic, you know, the plastics range from $16 to $35, depending on the.
Yeah.
What you get is what you pay for. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
You pay for the cheap plastic, you get the cheaper plastic.
It won't. Yeah. It won't last as long. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean.
But I have discs in my bag that are 13 years old that I won't replace it with anything, and I have a couple of discs that are maybe a year or two old that I threw a couple times and I enjoyed. But you switch it out in here, and then there's bags. You know, you need a brand new bag.
You need a bag to carry all those discs. Yeah.
Brand new bag where you want that cart, that pull behind cart, because you're getting older. You can't bend it over to pick up that bag. Oh, let me get this pull cart.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like any other sport, any other hobby. You know, it'll treat you as well as
you get out of it what you put into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get out of it what you put into it.
That's cool. That's cool. How often do you play? Now that you don't now you're an instructor and you're running the shop.
I own, design, and run the shop and course, and I played 2 rounds this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I play a lot of the tiki course because we do camps and we do clinics for kids from school and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I play with them every once in a while, and then when I do the lessons, I play around with the person who does the lesson. And,
okay. Right.
And then I'm shooting a lot off the tee pad on the first hole right there, just to give like the lesson. So I still got my practice, and every once in a while I'll hop on a golf cart and shoot up to like hole 14 on my course is like 100-foot down cliff shot, right? So you're on top of the cliff and you're shooting just 100 feet straight down. So I'll go up there with a couple discs and just practice that shot. So I still throw the disc. And, you know, my favorite thing to do, honestly, is watch the disc fly. Like
it's like therapeutic. Yeah, therapeutic. Yeah, for real.
I like to see what to do.
That's your getaway. That's your getaway.
So one of my favorite things to do actually is when I see somebody throw, I try to guess their disc, and I'm like 80% now. I used to be really good, but there's.
What do you mean by guess their disc?
Well, there's different. They all have different names.
Okay.
So
Okay.
The disc
all
I
right.
brought you to the name. That's a hex.
Hex. Okay. This is a hex.
Hex. It's a mid-range driver.
All right.
It has a 5 glide. A 5 speed with a 4 glide. So it's a speed 5 disc. So it's like you're the middle of the pack kind of disc.
Okay.
It's great for shaping around things or just taking a nice approach shot and have it glide and plop down and not roll off or something like that. So I'll get out there with a
MIDI. With a MIDI. Yeah. I'm trying to get the lingo.
So I go out there with a MIDI and just take a few shots. And I still get to throw, but I haven't played full rounds in quite a long time. I haven't played in the course in quite a long time.
Okay. Well, you're a busy guy. You running the course. You got your lessons.
Clean it up. I mean, it's 40 acres. My partner mows it. We clean it up. We do lessons and run the shop and all the other little.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Have you played? That was my other questions. Have you played in any other courses? Well, the main course, the one in Pasadena.
I have not played any of the ones that you mentioned.
Yeah, all right.
I have played at Maple Hill, which is the #1 ranked disc golf course in the world.
Maple Hill, where's
been around
that?
for 20 years. It's in Lancaster, Mass.
Okay, that's not a far drive.
Nope, it's about an hour and 20, maybe an hour and 30. But that has been the #1 rated disc golf course 5-6 years in the world. Smugs in Vermont is another highly rated disc golf course in New England. And that's what kind of shortcuts me. That's where I get the bad end of the stick is. Here in New England, we have 2 of the top disc golf courses in the world.
Yeah.
People travel and set their vacations around these 2 disc golf courses. and
really
smack in the middle of them both.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
We're not known yet, but people aren't taking vacations to come to my spot just yet. You know what I mean?
That'll happen.
It's tough when you got, I'm trying to get on the Pro Tour. I was trying to get my course on the Pro Tour and get the pros to come in, because once you get the pros, just like, if you build it, they would come.
Yeah.
Just like that movie, we built it, they're coming. We need pros to promote it and kind of show everybody.
For sure, yeah. That it's,
So we got a couple pros that came out and played. Simon Lazat being one of them. He's like one of the most famous YouTube disc golfers.
So I'll definitely check that out.
Simon Lazat.
Simon Lazat, okay.
And really, really dope dude. And I think he's gone over 250,000 members or
subscribers. Yeah, subscribers.
Yeah. Or maybe even 500,000. I think he's like 500,000 or something like that. But he's big.
Okay.
And, disc golf big, I should say. But he came out to our course.
Still, 500K subscribers is a big deal, man. I don't care what you do. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
So he came out and he did his little vlog and stuff, and then he put us on the map for a little bit. But that was right when we first.
That's dope.
We didn't have any tee pads.
Okay.
Tee signs. It was he literally came the first day we put the baskets in.
Oh wow. Yeah.
It was just like kiss me. It was crazy. The way the whole thing happened. That's a whole nother hour podcast.
Yeah.
on that story. But so if we get the backing of the pros, then we get people who are curious and want to see how they compare to the pro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get the pro to play. He puts up his score, and everybody's like, "Oh, let me see what
if I can beat that." Yeah, for sure. That's how you bring people in. That'd be awesome.
So we try to run little things and get people to come out and do things, but it's taking time. We'll get them out there. But I was saying it's hard to get the pro tour out here when they already have on tour Maple Hill, the #1 rated, Smugs, the number 2 or 3 rated.
Okay.
They already played 2 of their biggest championships there.
All right.
So for me to get a tournament somewhere in between on the timing, the dates and whatnot, it's tough. We're trying to work it out.
Yeah.
Trying to get the.
Oh, you definitely get it. Yeah, that's awesome. There's something else I had to ask. I forget. Where is it? I had something here. I lost it. Do you have any family play? Your daughters play? Does she play? Is she at least somewhat interested into it? No.
So my daughter, my 14-year-old daughter, runs my shop for me at times. So she's
that's
really
awesome.
That. I'm really thankful that's helped her kind of break out of her shell and be social and have to deal with people. So that's a really good experience for her.
No, that's cool.
My first marriage is pretty much ruined by disc golf, I think. And the second one is a little better. I guess second marriage is doing a little bit better, but no, disc golf in my family. I'm the only person that I know in my family that plays disc golf.
Okay, word.
Mother, father, both sides.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get you out there.
I definitely want to give it a shot. I'm not afraid of trying. I can't play basketball forever. Yeah. I'm already on the older side, so I'm still able to play until I'm not able to play.
Years ago, when you guys used to invite me to play basketball, I'd go and watch you guys play, and I mean, you're in your 30s, yeah?
Yeah. For sure. No, later 30s. I'm in my later 30s.
I'm way old. So imagine, you guys 10 years younger than me playing basketball, and I used to.
Yeah. I can remember a few times you played with us.
I played a couple times.
Hey, bro. It's definitely different. It's definitely,
a couple elbows to the chest.
That's how I am now, man. It's like, I'm glad I'm still able to play. So I know it's not gonna last forever. So I'm definitely looking into something else I can do. And I know golf's expensive. I have friends that play golf, and I'm not really interested in regular golf.
I'll tell you what, man. Disc golf is our generations, our age groups.
Yeah.
Give or take 10 years.
Yeah.
Our age groups golf. It is. This is the new age golf.
Okay.
I have people coming over doing business meetings on my disc golf course. Then we're having company team building events.
Yeah.
We have, like I said, the summer camps. We have clinics, and people come out here and they actually, like I said, business meetings like they do on a regular golf course. You're gonna go. Let's go for a business golf outing, right?
Okay.
They're having it at the disc golf course, and it's happening because the younger or older generation, just our generation, needed something. Something different.
So a lot of deals are getting brokered on the disc golf course. That's pretty. When you think about it like that, that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, man.
Like that stuff happens. For your well, you just said it, like the summer camps or the little camps that you guys do? Is there an age limit or age group you guys tend to?
Anything under, I believe we're up to 14, from 8 to 14 or something.
8 to 14? Oh, that's pretty good.
8 to 13, I think is what it is. Yeah, we offer it to every town and the surrounding towns.
Okay.
And we even put it up on Facebook, so if you wanted to sign up, you can. You just got to take the drive out to Simsbury.
Yep.
We talk.
Follow the Tower Ridge Facebook page. Is Tower Ridge Disc Course? Disc Golf Course? Disc Golf Course.
Yeah, Tower Ridge Disc Golf.
Okay, it's on Facebook.
Facebook page. We're on Instagram is TRDG _140.
140. Okay. Make sure I follow. I'm gonna spread the word. Get the word out there. People to come out there. I definitely want to go. I got a couple guys at work that definitely play, and they said they've popped up at the shop a few times. So I was like, that's awesome. I definitely want to go there. So I might make it a group thing. Go there.
Either make it a group thing like a company outing, or like I was telling you before, it's a great family atmosphere place to go hang out. So the beer garden is not just beer. Like I said, they have food. They have drinks for kids, but they got pretzels, wings, all types of like finger foods.
Yeah.
And they have outdoor and indoor seating, so they got picnic tables and relaxing chairs outside.
Yeah.
You can hear the music on the inside or the outside. So you're gonna come out there, make it a day. Come out there, play some disc golf during the day, hit the beer garden in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Some music throughout the whole day. They have live music at night. It's super dope.
That sounds like a great spot to chill and stuff. Do you guys do like someone want to do a birthday there?
So I've done birthdays, I've done weddings, I've done stags.
Weddings? Wow, really?
Yep, somebody got married on hole 10 right up there, right? So they were disc golfers who, had met disc golfers, and they played my course, and my course has some amazing views. You go up high as 3 ridges.
Yeah.
At one point, you can see the whole valley, the whole Farmington Valley, the Avon Valley.
Oh, that's a view I definitely want to see. Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome, man. You guys, people get married up there. You have birthday parties, stags. You said stag parties?
Stag
nice.
Parties, yeah.
Nice, that's awesome.
And actually, I have a Jack and Jill coming up May 11th that they're coming out. They're disc golfers. They're going to have a little Jack and Jill disc golf outing. And we have a bachelor party coming up in a month and a half.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
And they have a company outing coming up Wednesday, May, I want to say 8th. It's EBAD. EBAD is the name of the company.
Really?
Yeah, EBAD.
You know what's funny? That's hilarious. And I think that's fucking hilarious because and only Johnny and Nick, my brothers, are going to get this. We used to play games in our early childhood with your little brother Eric, and he used to be with us. And I always used to be E nice. And I still am, obviously. And him, Eric, as a joke, would always put E bad. No way. I swear, it's so funny, man. He used to put E bad all the time. So and if he hears this, he's gonna laugh because I know he remembers doing that. He used to be like, "I'm E bad," because I used to be E nice. So that company there, it's just hilarious. It's just a little, little inside joke. It's gonna be hilarious. That's awesome.
So we got that company outing coming up. We like to do a lot of the company outings like on Monday, just like ball golf tournaments. They have like fundraisers and stuff they do them on Monday.
Okay.
We like to do the same thing. Mondays, Tuesdays, we run our company outings, and people come in. They right on the tee course.
Yeah.
We run tournaments. You have your company logo stamped on a disc. Everybody gets a disc to take home.
Yeah.
Play the tournament.
That's awesome, man.
It's super fun. Really, again, inclusive for all ages.
Yeah. Do you guys do like leagues? I was curious because
we do leagues starting at the end of May. We're going to restart our leagues, but we do singles leagues on Thursdays.
Okay.
And then we do doubles on Sundays. Shot doubles on Sundays.
Now, how do those run at night or during the day? Because
during the day. So disc golf, unless you have glow disco, my spot is funny you mentioned night. I mean, most disc golf you don't play at night. It's gonna be all during the day.
Yeah.
Disc lands, but our tee course we actually light it up. So
okay.
We light it up. We light up the baskets and we light up the tee pads, and you play glow disc golf. So we got glow discs.
Oh, that's different, man. That's dope.
Yeah, it's so awesome. You can look it up on my Instagram. You see a couple of posts I made with the glow frisbees. And super dark, but you see just the lit up. UV lights. You use UV lights for the discs, and they're just flying through the air, and you just see them crash the chains. Cause the chains are all lit up. So it's super dark. It's moonlit. We're wide open, but it's dark, and you're playing at night, and it's super fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's one of the only places that offers.
For those leagues, is it hard to find people for the leagues? Because you got people who work during the day. They get out at 5 o'clock. No,
that's fair. Our Thursday league is a flex league, so it's going on all day.
Okay.
So as long as you have 3 people on your card, and you go out with at least 3 people, you can score your round, and it'll be scored on UDisc. UDisc does these leagues.
Okay.
It'll be scored on UDisc, and it'll be automatic. And at the end of the day, who's ever played, tally up, best score, gets paid out. So you got all day to play.
So it's not like you go there, my 3 versus your 3, and you're together. You can do it at separate times?
Oh, yeah, separate times. It has to be 3 people minimum on the card to go out to play.
Okay.
You're not playing against those 3 people. You're playing against everyone the whole day.
Okay, all right.
But you can bring whatever 3 people. It has to be at least 3 people to make it legit.
Okay,
you know all right. All 3 people needs to put up a score.
Yeah.
They'll put up the score on UDisc, and at the end of the day, however many people play, whether it be 20, 30, 40 people played, the best scores get paid out all through UDisc. But you don't have to play it at the exact same time like a tournament.
Okay.
I mean, the leagues are a little.
They last a little longer, right? Okay.
So it's called a flex league, so that you can come in at 11 o'clock with a group, or come in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon with a group, and still be competing towards the same tournament, or towards the same league payout. Because leagues are basically just for payouts. You know what I mean? People play leagues to win money.
Are they like? They last a few weeks or months, or it's just like
just for that day.
Just for that. Oh, okay.
Daily league. It's a daily flex league. You come in, if you put up the best score that day, you win.
Oh, damn, that's pretty awesome. So you go there and make some quick money, if you get the best score, obviously, but That's cool. That's a good way to get some quick cash.
There's a cash payout. There's actually a few rounders. I call them rounders, but the guys come out there and just like in poker, the guys that run from they run from league to league every week, and they just play leagues and go up there and make money, and they make their living off of jumping around from league to league, just like rounders and poker players go from table to table. Game, they jump, make a little money here, a little money there. These local disc golfers go to the leagues, and there's a league literally running every single day, Monday through Friday. There's a league running at a different course.
So you can make that your full-time job almost. Make some good money.
A few guys have.
What's your payout on just average? An average.
It depends on how many people played, but it could be a couple $100.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a few $100.
Yeah.
Depending on the league, it's either $5 or $10 per person.
Okay.
And it's a complete payout. Nobody's making any money but the person who wins.
Oh,
so
wow.
10 people playing, that's $100.
Yeah.
Usually play the top 3. 20, 30, 40 people playing.
Some good money right there.
The good stuff. And then what they also do is they have a running ace pot, right? So everybody puts in $1 every time you play.
Yeah.
To try to get the ace. Whoever hits the ace wins the pot. Pot's gotten as high as $500. Hit an ace.
From all yours. Wow.
My biggest ace win was Page Park, 2017, and it was a $400 pay, just under $400. It was like $396 for the ace.
Yeah. Man, so how long did that pot grow? Because it's $1 a day or $1 per play or per round?
Per round.
Okay. So that piled up for a while then, yeah.
It grew for a while because you don't throw an ace every day.
Yeah, exactly. That's rare, like a hole-in-one almost.
It's exactly what it is. It's a hole-in-one. So I think the pot was running for a couple months. You get 10 or 20 people in a weekly league, and you go in and
boom, hit an ace, and you're good. That's got to be a good feeling, man.
It was amazing. I've had it 17 times. But it is an amazing feeling. It's the loudest change you've ever heard in your life. So the crash of the ace, you have never heard the sound of the chains any louder. You'll know what that means when you go out there and play, and you take your first putt, and you hear the clanging of the chains as the disc hits it. Then you'll know exactly what I mean. Where it's going to be the loudest change you've ever. My furthest one is almost 400 feet, and
jeez,
that was one of the loudest chains I've ever heard, and it was so far away.
Yeah.
Like, you hear them chains going, man.
That's a good feeling. You'd be like, yeah, I did that.
Absolutely.
So once again, it's Tower Ridge Disc Golf over in what do you guys call it? Weetog, right? That's what you guys call it.
It's 140 Nod Road in Weetog, Avon County. It's right at the bottom of the mountain.
All right. Nice. I'm definitely going to make my way out there, man, because I definitely want to try it. Again, I've never tried it, and I know you've been playing since, 2009? Really? 2009? 2008? Yeah. It's been a minute. So I definitely want to give it a shot. Go out there, Tower Ridge Disc Golf. Avon, Connecticut, if you guys don't know. They have a Facebook page, Tower Ridge Disc Golf. What was the Instagram again? I forget.
The Instagram is TRDG, the initials for Tower Ridge Disc Golf.
Yeah.
_140.
_140.
Our address is 140.
Okay.
_140.
I'm so slow. I didn't even put that together. But that's dope as hell, man. Go there, have a couple drinks, and then give it a shot. You never know. Might end up.
Our motto is drink beer and throw things.
That's awesome. Anybody ever, real quick before we finish up here, anybody ever come there, play, and just, I know Happy Gilmore is a movie, but anybody come there and just be like Happy Gilmore? They were just like amazing their first try, like throwing really long, drives or.
Aside from me when I did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like just like you basically did the same thing.
No, I haven't gotten a chance to see anybody be super incredible, but I have seen a couple kids come up and be naturally talented at throwing a disc.
Yeah.
Leah, which is like one of our locals' daughter. She throws, for being an 11-year-old girl, throws amazing. Her form is unreal. You would think she was doing this since she was a kid.
Yeah.
And she picked up the disc and threw it, and my mouth dropped. I was like, wow, you could be a world champion if you want.
Yeah.
And,
that's awesome. That's amazing.
Her mom, Allie, and stepdad Kyle ended up on our team. So we have there's a league. There's a whole different thing. New England has a whole team challenge league that has over 2,000 people playing throughout the winter.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
in the winter.
In the winter, my guy. Rain, sleet, or snow. These teams are driving to play once. They play 6 games once a month versus different teams. There's A pool through D pool and the PIP pool. So in the A pool, there's 16 teams, and every other pool under that has 32 teams.
Jeez.
This is how many people are playing kickoff right now in the winter, just for fun. You know what I mean?
That's insane. No, that's a lot of people playing.
The leagues are nuts.
In the snow. Have you played any snow games? Like, at least any tournament games?
I can tell you some really. I mean, I played the team challenge since it first came out. I've been playing when it was only 6 teams, and now there's. And I can't even count how many.
32. I mean, roughly, over 100 teams. That's insane. Yeah. How many people per team?
22 people per team.
Oh my God! So you're talking thousands of people, basically, almost hundreds of people. Roughly,
like 2,200 people.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's awesome.
But yeah, so her parents, Kyle and Allie, frequent my spot. They ended up on my team.
Yeah,
that's like the one thing that's ever made me drop my jaw was how great that 11-year-old girl picked up and just threw that disc, and then consistently kept doing it. And they keep playing it, and she still consistently throws it like.
So it wasn't like luck of the draw the first time. So she's just naturally gifted.
Naturally, she just grabbed it and threw it. I'm like, whoa! She was like, oh, I've never done that before. Let me do it again.
Yeah.
And she did it again, and I'm like, hold on, do that again.
Yeah.
And I looked at Kyle and Callie. I'm like, Io and Kyle, and I said, dude, like, she could legit be a world champion.
Yeah.
If she wants
puts her minds to it. Yeah, for sure.
11 years old, so she cares.
Yeah. She's doing it for fun. Yeah, exactly.
Throw it.
Yeah.
She comes out there and she kicks butt, man. And she did one of our camps with the kids.
Yeah.
And she was demolishing the boys.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. That's good to see. That's good to see. So there's diversity when you guys play disc golf? Because I know, like you were saying earlier, it was quote unquote a hippie sport.
Yeah. So it has been a male-dominated sport for many, many years.
Yeah.
A white male-dominated sport for many, many years. It's been breaking. It's been a lot of the barriers been breaking, and more different ethnicities are coming out to play. The women are coming out to play. My course especially, we get a lot of women because it's not like other courses where other courses are public.
Yeah.
And anybody could just be anywhere. We have a private course. No one's going to be on our course. No one's going to be stalking or doing crazy. You come in here, and you're going to feel safe. And parents bring their kids to our course and leave them there. They feel safe because they can't go anywhere.
That's awesome.
It's a private land. You come in, they play their hole. Mom, come pick us up, or Dad, come pick us up. And they do it all the time.
That's awesome.
Women.
That's pretty good.
Come in and they'll play rounds by themselves. And they tell me all the time, man, I would not play around by myself anywhere else in the state. I feel safe here. So that's really, really good plus. So the women are
that's reassuring too, man. That's got to make you feel good that, you got a safe space. People can trust you to be there. Even leave the kids there. That's got to be an amazing feeling.
And another plus that we have is the restroom. So not too many courses in Connecticut have a restroom where women come out. They have to squat somewhere. It's easy for guys to use the bathroom. Yeah, for sure. Behind a tree or something. Yeah. So they feel great that they can stop and use the restroom halfway. There's looping nines halfway. You can see the pro shop, so you'll stop halfway, use the restroom, and then go play the back half.
Oh, okay. So you guys like a spot
so there's
in the beginning and then one in the ninth?
So you start off hole 1 right by the shop. you play half the hole 9 ends near the shot, so you can stop.
Oh, okay, go back. Okay.
Yeah, you can go get a beer, use the restroom,
yeah,
and then go play the back half. So there's looping 9. So if you wanted to, you could go play hole 10 first instead of hole 1.
Okay,
go play
all right.
hole 10 through 18, and then 1 through 9, or 1 through 9.
So that way you're right there, close to the end.
Exactly.
So you're not walking all the way back or whatever the case is.
Halfway. So most courses in Connecticut, halfway, hole 9 is halfway in the other direction of the parking lot. You know what I mean? You can't play 9 holes without having to walk halfway across the park.
Yeah.
So we specifically designed the course so that there's looping 9s.
That's dope, man. That's cool.
And there's looping 9s on the tee course as well.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
That was one of our main design.
I wanted to ask, how do you play around by yourself? You just you just keep it score how you do, and that's it.
Basically, I mean, you're only lying to yourself if you put a bad score, right? So
yeah.
You just go out there, throw your disc wherever it lands, you mark it, throw it from there,
and
keep throwing until it goes in the basket, mark it, and keep going. I mean, you just.
Okay.
I've played thousands of casual rounds by myself.
Okay.
I've gotten aces by myself. Those suck.
Because no one's around.
Giving yourself a high five kind of sucks, bro. You're like, hey, oh, you're screwed up. High five yourself.
Yeah, pat yourself on the back,
You know what I mean? I've actually got quite a few.
So you have some of those that are counted in your aces, or?
Oh, they're all counted. An ace is an ace, whether you.
No, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Again, if you're only lying to yourself, my guy.
Yeah.
Why lie to yourself? You're gonna say that you took a birdie when you took a par?
Yeah. There's some people out there that would definitely do that. Yeah.
Cheating yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You could write whatever score you want.
Yeah.
We know what it is. You know who's watching, buddy. You're gonna write that 4 when it was really a 7. You sure you didn't? You didn't go out of town? Hey, write what you want. It's all good. You know what I mean?
Sure, you got an ace on every single hole. You liar.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, it's I've gotten questions on my aces too, but luckily I've had proof. I recorded a lot of my rounds.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I got a few recorded aces and stuff like that. And I got a few aces with a bunch of people around, and then the one during the league was pretty dope. So like 12 people saw that one happen. That was pretty dope.
No, that's got to be awesome. Do you share those on the social medias? Your aces?
I haven't, no. I'm a
do you guys share stuff like that?
Everybody. There's a lot of everybody puts up whatever they do about this golf. Me personally, I'm not that.
Yeah.
I don't share that much. I'm pretty private. I do share a lot on the Tower Ridge side of things when it comes to disc golf and everything has to do with the course and the shop. I'm always posting on there. You guys have any questions, hit us up. We'll definitely answer.
Yeah.
Instagram, I put up all those videos myself. I make the videos and put them up myself.
Okay.
But as far as like personal, I'm not really too much into that. I don't put up too much of my own aces or too much of my own anything.
Okay. Yeah, it was more of a question of the shop. Yeah, the shop as a whole. Sharing their
So
videos.
People have us on their Instagram, so they'll share their stories, and we put them on our
okay, you share. Okay, all right.
And it'll be like either their hole-in-ones or their eagles or their great drive on the par 5.
Yeah.
So whatever they put up, we'll share it on our page and always show love to all the disc golfers that show us love for sure.
One question I had is when you guys do your tournaments or stuff, do you guys have cameras on the cage?
No.
Like to show like the different view of it coming in, possibility, hitting in.
So our tournaments, that's a little bit more updated and more
okay, all right.
For the masters of like the disc golf pro tour.
Yeah.
But there isn't one in the basket yet, which is a great idea. It would be really cool. But it's no matter what, it's always going to be coming basically from one direction, the direction where the keypad is.
Yeah.
It might come from behind a little bit or curl in from the side. Most of the views that you get is usually from behind the thrower.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they got the drones now.
I was gonna say the drones. Yeah. Okay.
The overview is really dope.
Yeah.
On a course like ours, it's easy. Most of the courses that's wooded, it's tough to get those drones in there and get like an accurate kind of flight to be able to fly and get
and
these
watch
things.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. But when it's wide open like that, just recently they added that to the Pro Tour and the Disc Golf Network on TV.
Yeah.
And the overviews look really dope. You see the full flight of the disc and you see the landing, and they even have an ace and with the drone footage, which is pretty dope.
Because I saw one where there was just a camera. You could see it was covering a wide range area of the cage where it's at. I forgot which hole it was or whatever the case was, but it was cool. You just saw. It just the camera's focused on the cage. You just see the disc coming in and just hitting.
That's actually a new those set cameras are something new that they just started doing. It's like what was it? They call it the featured hole.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, something like that.
There's a featured hole, and it just had that camera playing all day on that hole
Yeah.
because it's like either the most aced or the most almost aced hole.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to. They'll have two cameras, one at the set at the tee box and one set at the pin.
Okay.
And so they'll have stuff like that. That's all new stuff that's been added on to like the network and stuff. But they've come a long way. They got instant replay now, which is super dope.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah. They didn't have that the last couple of years. Now I've been watching. They got instant replay, so instantly, just like basketball,
basketball, football, yeah.
They're starting to come up.
The challenge plays and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, they're doing challenge, but they're foot faults and there's all types of little things that they can
that goes into it.
That they can go into the footage in, which is kind of cool. Go back to the footage and check it out. It's pretty dope.
That's dope. I had a follow-up question. I literally just lost train of thought. It was with that. Damn it! I hate when I do that. See, that's why I write some stuff down because I had a follow-up to what we were just talking about.
What were we just talking about? From the Pro Tour, from
it was the camera views.
Oh, the camera views.
Camera views of the holes. It slipped my mind. I was ready to launch it, and it just kept going, and I was like, "God damn it!" So anyway, Tower Ridge Disc Golf, guys. If you listen to this podcast, I appreciate you listening to. Obviously, Hefty Podcast is on Facebook. Not yet on Instagram. Soon, but we're on Facebook. We're on Spotify. Again, you can find this podcast on Apple. You can find it on iTunes. Apple is iTunes, dummy. Google Podcasts. You got Spotify. You got a couple other ones. There's Podchasers, and we're on Twitter as well, or X. X or whatever. It's ridiculous. Now we're going to lose TikTok. You heard that one?
Oh, really?
Yeah. The government passed a bill to ban TikTok. So if someone doesn't buy it, TikTok is banned in the U.S. because of the China, and they think they're spying on us, taking our info.
Yeah.
And I think it's been somewhat proven or whatever. I don't know the details.
A lot of people put a lot of stuff on there.
But if someone doesn't buy it within a year, it's banned in the U.S. And the owner of TikTok was like, that's fine. I'm not going to sell it. Every other country in the world uses TikTok. We're still making a ton of money on it. So if we just use the U.S., he's still going to have millions and millions of people. So Hefty Podcast is on TikTok as well for now. We'll see what happens, But more videos to come later. I'm not doing much video yet. I just love sitting here having a conversation.
Sure.
That's what I love to do. So you guys out there, follow, subscribe, whatever. It's on YouTube as well. You'll see it. You'll find it. Try and get some clips and do a little like snippets out there. Whatever the today's podcast. It was awesome, man. I love seeing you. It's been years since I've seen you. It's way too long. So we definitely got to get that more. Squeezing the gaps a little bit more. For sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely hang out, Even if it's just not, doing anything, just to hang out and catch up. And
that's great. I dig it.
we have a lot of
family talk, a lot of
for sure. So there's a lot of time missed. That's what I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say that.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate you coming, Ozzie. I love it, man. Again, everybody, the Tower Ridge Golf Course, disc golf course. I'm sorry, I'm getting used to it. So this golf course in Weetog, Avon, Canton Line, Simsbury, rough area, that area. Check it out. Mention this podcast, and you might get something. I don't know. You might get nothing. I don't know.
You get a free round. How about that?
Look at that. Mention you heard this.
And you're gonna get a free round. Come check us out.
Word. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. Mention this podcast episode over at the Tower Ridge Disc Golf Course. You get a free round. That's 18 holes of just fun and learning. That's I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna definitely show up. I want to. Something different. I'm all about something different. That's what I want this podcast to be now. Different passions. You heard the passion when he was speaking earlier. He owns the course. He created the course. He designed it, yeah. With a friend, okay.
David Toke is my partner. Me and him designed the course, put it together. He's my business partner. Our third business partner is Brett Hollander. The three of us put it together. Without us, blood, sweat, and tears, it wouldn't be what it is.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Shout out those guys.
Those guys put in the blood, sweat, and tears with me. We all did that together. So without them, it wouldn't be.
That's awesome, man.
Brett Hollander, I love you, my brothers.
Shout out to you guys. I don't know you guys, but shout out to you guys. That's awesome. That's good stuff. Something different to Connecticut. Connecticut doesn't have many different things like this, and this is cool. This is really awesome. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, guys. On that note, we're out of here, Ozzie. Love you, man. That was awesome.